This little hospital is one of the best in the West, and the staff is really great, and I love that the staff doesn't actually turn over very much.
Everybody that works here is like a family. We team nurse, we work together, and also it's more personal here.
I find working rural and living rural, you get to know people better. Like, I've had doctors in the city and they have so many patients that they don't really get to know their patients one-on-one.
Generally, it's not as busy and big as in big cities, so waiting time is very much less. Sometimes in emergency department in big cities we have like 4 to 8 hours waiting, but here mostly it's either immediately or maximum like half an hour.
I've noticed especially we're getting a lot more city people coming out here because they now understand they can get the same, if not better, care out here.
I think the care here is very good. There's good palliative care, there's good acute care, there's good emergency care.
You get a lot of experience working rural, and to me, it was a supportive role, so I kind of float. I get lots of experience, and also the staff here is all very, very nice.
Honestly, for a new graduate, I found the place here not only in medical lab, but in all different departments. It's very encouraging, and it's a wonderful learning environment, I found it.
I moved to Vulcan in 1985. I practiced 32 and a half years. What I enjoyed most about being a rural physician is the opportunity to use my full skills. It's a very exciting practice. You get to see and do a lot more here than you do in the city.
The new clinic we have here has been a big improvement for us. We hear from a lot of patients how beautiful it is, how nice the space is.
It never ceases to amaze me what the community offers. Even if you look at the hospital that's here, not every small community has a hospital that's easily accessible. And now that it has the wellness center, it just makes things so available to pretty much everyone.
My favorite things about Vulcan would have to be the people, to be honest.
I like living in Vulcan because I like just the small town feel. Everybody knows everybody and everyone's very friendly.
You get tennis elbow for waving hi to everybody as you're going down the street.
You're probably going to get a smile or a wave from a complete stranger, but I'll reassure you that with time, you're going to get to know that stranger.
I'm originally from northern Saskatchewan, so I wasn't sure where Vulcan was. I reached out to my son. He said, "Mom, I know where Vulcan is, you're going to love it."
The most important thing I like in Vulcan, and everybody knows about it, all Canadians, that it's official Star Trek, capital of Canada.
I really like the golf course. My husband and I live on the golf course, and so we spend most of our spring and summer there.
You can smell the harvest, you can see the crops. You can go to Lake McGregor, I can get into my motorhome, I can go to Little Bow, I can go to the Traverse Dam.
There's affordable housing, like what you'd spend big money on in the city. You can get a house by the golf course here.
I knew that it was the right choice for our family to get out of the city, the hustle and bustle, the traffic. There's just so much activities and things to do to keep kids busy and out of trouble.
The community has been really great. It's very surprising how many activities are always going on in Vulcan. I'm very excited to raise my family in Vulcan. We have a 1-year-old, and it has been so nice that everybody in the community kind of knows who we are and we know who they are, so it feels very safe.
Having a 14-year-old, for him, he was a city kid. He was very nervous to come here, but the community that the friends he's built in the community has been amazing. He has so many different experiences living here. A lot of his friends are farmers' kids, so he's learned how to drive a combine.
If you're thinking about moving to Vulcan, you're making a good choice. You have everything that you need from the city in a small place.
It's very easy to sit in the city and forget about, the people who live rurally, but it's an enormous, very important part of the Alberta population, and I think as a province and as a country, we really owe it to ourselves and our people to keep them well served.